Alright, so now that I'm off the Vicente Trail, got a little moment to catch my breath. You guys can take a look at the trail here, and I'll give you another reason why I'm out here. So, I'm also field testing a backpack, the one I'm carrying now. Probably seen a couple pictures by now, but if not, when I get down to the car, I'll take a little break and kind of go through my, there goes a rabbit, probably saw that. Go through my gear, go through the pack. It's a JanSport, it's a 50 liter. So I am testing the pack about 35 pounds, which is way more than I normally carry, just period. For anything more than like 2 night, 3 day, even though this was an overnight. I really wanted to try to fit a lot of weight in it to kind of give a good idea of how it handles a lot of weight. So before I give the review, I will say that I am much too large for this bag. This bag, even though that it has adjustable shoulder straps, is way too small. I'm 6 foot, 220. I think I have a long torso, and I wear a size 34 or 36 pant, and the belt doesn't quite reach over my hip. So at some point, the nylon strap is digging into my hip, which is not fun. The buckle tends to slip, and I'm retightening every half hour or so. Not fun. Some misses, I think, in the design of the bag. There's no hip pouches. That's kind of backpacking 101 for me. Like, that's where I'd stash my cell phone. Oh, all these videos are on an iPhone 6, by the way. That's where I stash my cell phone. Sometimes a little pocket knife. Then also all my trail food and map sometimes if it doesn't fit in my pocket. So that's a big miss. Not only is that a big miss, but there's no straps, so I couldn't hook anything on, like a camera case or something, or an accessory. So that's a big miss. There are 2 mesh water bottle pouches on either side. Those are nice. There's compression straps directly above it, so you can hook in your hiking poles or ice axe, or in my situation, a hatchet. I don't bring that normally, but it weighs a lot, so I brought it. Let's see, it's got a bladder insert. I've got a 3 liter bladder platypus that fits nicely. And one thing I will note is the little hook that holds the bladder upright. A lot of times packs that I've seen has like a little plastic clip, and it clips on to your bladder. And this one, it's actually like I don't know how to describe it. It's like a little plastic, it looks like a plastic tee, and it hooks inside of your bladder hook, I guess. I don't know, I'll show you later. But I thought that was kind of a good point, because in all my other packs, the plastic hook from the pack part breaks for some reason. I don't know why. That's where it came from. Let's see the fog. It was sprinkling earlier. I didn't bring any wet gear, so good thing it's not raining. Let's see what else. It does have a cinch down top open, which is fine. You can kind of overstuff it a little bit if you wanted. And then it's got the flap that goes over with a top pouch. I will say the top pouch is not quite deep for my taste. I think there's a pretty big opportunity to have that much larger. That's usually where all my food goes and electronics. And it was kind of difficult even just to put in 1 day's worth of food, so keep that in mind. Let's see what else. The inside component, fine. Shoulder straps, it's kind of a thick foam. I do know that there's a lot of lighter products, a lot of lighter foam out there on the market, so that might be something to look into at some point. Overall fit, going back to the fit, who would use this pack efficiently? Not someone my size, but I think it's a great entry level for a medium build woman or a small to medium build man or adolescent. And I'd even go point to the smaller frame, you know, teens or young adult. Reason being is you can, like I said, it has an adjustable shoulder strap and it goes really low. It doesn't go high that much, but it goes really low. I'll show you that a little bit later. So overall, I think it's a decent pack. Again, for an entry level, I think it's a great pack for adolescents or young adults looking to get out for a night or two. I think it has everything that they would need. From a technical perspective, I don't know if it's the right pack for me, but I do know that JanSport has a 65 liter that I'll be testing out next time. One huge, in my opinion, advantage of this pack that I'm wearing now is that it's only 2 pounds. That's a pretty big deal. Like most packs kind of this size can easily get up to like the 4 to 6 pound weight. 6 is kind of stretching, so maybe 4 to 5. But at 2 pounds, that's pretty remarkable. It's durable. I don't see any of the materials breaking anytime soon. And even if they do, even if you really are tough on it, and you had to be really tough, even if you were tough on it, they do have a lifetime guarantee on the bag. So you just send it into their warranty department. They'll fix it, send it back to you for free. If they can't fix it, which is unlikely, but if they can't, they'll send you a new one. If they have the same model, they'll send that one. If there's a newer model, they'll send a newer one. So that's kind of rad. What else we got? Well, right in front of me, these are the Black Diamond adjustable hiking sticks. I literally go nowhere without these things. I have kind of a tricky knee and a bum ankle, like exactly a hiker's nightmare. But these things have saved me so many times. Highly recommend. Like it took me a while to warm up to them, to be honest with you. The reason being, I just thought it was dorky, and I think the cool factor was there. But the amount of fatigue, I have no idea what that means. Maybe 3.2 miles to go, or that I went. Who knows? But the amount of fatigue that I'm, not experiencing. I think a study has shown that it saves 15% wear and tear on your knees and hips. And I believe it. So if you don't use them, I suggest you use them. Another cool benefit is there's a lot of really great like tarp tents on the market that you can use your walking sticks for. So save some weight on your back. I'm actually looking into that now. Might be a good 2-season, 3-season option. I don't know if I have confidence in them enough to bring a tarp tent in rainy season, although it has proven to be okay. I don't know. I might have to warm up to that one too. Other gear. I've got some Columbia waterproof mid tops, Columbia convertible pants. It's like my third pair. I'm pretty rough on them. They wear pretty well, but I get holes in them a lot. And I've got a Woolrich, like 30 SPF long sleeve to short sleeve shirt. It's got vents in the back. It's got vents in the front. Dries quick. I'm super happy with it. I've got like 3 pairs. And I always wear the white one. I don't know why, because it's like I always leave camping and it's black, watch it bleach, and then turns like tan. But I like the white. I think it's classy. I'm a classy guy. I showed you my watch a couple times. That's a Suunto Ambit 1. I actually won it, which is pretty rad. I entered a gearjunkie.com raffle, and I got that for free. It's like a $400 watch. It's now a daily watch for me. I got that like 3 years ago. Right now, it's GPS enabled, so my entire trip is being tracked, which is kind of cool. And I'll give you a link to what I did. You can set it up with a heart rate monitor. I don't. It seems clunky to me, but this thing's pretty cool. It's got a barometer, temperature. Like you can set it to find the sunrise, sunset time. It can give you, within a certain percentage of accuracy, how likely it is to rain, altitude, speed, miles, obviously. And then when you go home and you plug it in, it all goes to Suunto Moves, which is their app. And then it shows you your entire trip with all the analytics. I typically hike 2 to 2.5 miles per hour. Right now I'm going easy. My dogs are tired. But I find about 2.5 miles per hour is my av. I was talking to Robert up there and he's like, yeah, my average is like 3.5. I'm like, fuck. I got sprinting. I don't know if you could do it. Get away with it, right? So this is a pretty long one, so I'll stop here.